Episode. I gotta admit, there's a whole bunch of surprises in this episode. I hope you enjoyed this part of the Sellavin Honest Gamer through of Naruto Shippden, episode 380. The day Naruto was born. And I gotta give a congratulations to the producers, to Shonen Jump, because we have 600 episodes of Naruto, including the canon, the filler, here the original Naruto along with Shippuden, so making it 600. And right now, and especially the new opening, started off with the new opening and a new ending for the series. And I gotta admit, it's a bit nice. Like they took pieces of the past and of the present and also of the future to like what we did, like what they were, and like change it to what they are now. Like, you know, remember Obito was a kid, and now he's the 10th Jinchuriki. Then you got Madara as a kid, going up all the way to him becoming a reanimation and corpse with the Renegon. And he's also not to mention the fact that you got Naruto, Sasuke, on the who knew each other, who are on opposing sides now on the same side, because they know they have to do everything they can to stop all this. So yeah, and that, not to mention the fact you also get not to mention the story-wise itself. We all know that what happened last week, that that the Jubi's vulnerable to Sage Jutsu. That's his weakness. Remember, the energy itself is the same as as natural energy, so basically natural energy can counter natural energy. That's how Naruto figured it out. And since he masters Sage Jutsu, he's the only trump card they have left. So basically he's like the only. But Obito, knowing that the Jubi has a weakness, he's not going to let this happen again, to the point where he's going to literally destroy them all with this massive giant wood-style Biju tree, where he summons a tree, and it has 4 projectiles cannons ready to launch 4 Diju bombs in all 4 directions, and even to the point where he even uses the Hokage, his own Crimson Ray Flame technique in 6 forms to counter it. Like, he literally trapped them all on a barrier while they're all going to get blasted and they won't survive the onslaught. I mean, literally, he's going to destroy them all with 4 cannon blasts. Yes. And Obito himself is taking precautions. Remember, he's using them black spears to protect himself. Naruto, he even comes up with a plan. He asks Minato to bump fist to him, but we all know what that really means. We got Obito. He's still putting Minato down, saying he cannot save you. Minato is a useless failure, that he can't save anyone. He didn't save his wife, Naruto's mother, Kushina. He couldn't save his subordinate, and tomorrow was also the anniversary of the day that your mother, the day that Minato and Kushina died. But he also let him know that it's also the day that Naruto himself was born. So basically, as long as he still exists in this world, he's never going to give up, and there's still hope. They even found we also know how the plan worked. They're going to combine all its. Remember, Naruto gave chakra to everybody, but that chakra didn't disappear. It more or less reduced itself. So as long as Naruto kept not feeding them chakra, the chakra disappeared. More or less disappeared. Just became very, very small. It was still inside there. So he mixed the chakra from Naruto's half of the Nine Tails with Minato's other half, who is apparently not convinced by Naruto to help. I mean, Naruto's gotten so good he can probably convince anybody, even mortal enemies, to side with him on this front. Remember the Naruto chakra, like the chakra of the Nine Tails. Remember, it's like yin and yang, and dark, shadow, and light. He let the yang part inside Naruto, while the yin part stayed within Minato. But the connection as father and son, as both having the Nine Tails skill inside them, and combining the 2 sides into one, allowed them to combine their chakra efforts to teleport everyone out. Remember, Minato can't use his power unless his chakra invariably touch everybody. But since his chakra is basically the same as the Nine Tails, since he has them sealed inside him, and as his Naruto chakra and the Nine Tails also mix, all you have to do is combine the chakras, and the chakra everyone in the Naruto touch with the QB, with the Nine Tails, and boom. It's also amazing that Hashirama saying that he has chakra equal to the four Hokage, because he has the ability to transfer all his chakra to everyone on the battlefield before they arrived. And then you get Minato, amazing, knowing how his son has grown up, and knowing how tough it was. And he still has regrets. Not to mention the fact we also got some flashbacks in this episode about the day Naruto was born, and how Kyuubi died, how he and Kushina put the Naruto side of him, and he still feels regret. But Naruto's telling him not to feel any regret because he meant his mother. He talked to Kushina. She explained everything to him, so his father doesn't have to feel sad anymore, because he knows what he had to do was necessary for the world. Even if it meant sacrificing his own son, he knows that his son would do everything he can to stop Madara's plan, even if it meant becoming a Jinchuriki. Also, if I don't mention this now, the state of Naruto's connecting chakra to everybody, even though it's as long as the original has its original chakra intact, and it can still reconnect with the others. It's the same as the shadow jutsu, which the second Hokage created, and Naruto, meaning stupid, doesn't know that the second Hokage created it, but it's the second who reminds him, That's what he does. Sorry for doing that. I just have this weird canker sore in my mouth. It's hard to speak when you're knowing your mouth is in pain. But I'm speaking to you. Sorry. But Minato, like, this part of this, I gotta give this episode a major high five because remember, 600 episodes. Remember, also new opening, new ending. Like I said, confluence of the past and the future, and up to now, especially the ending of the episode. Where we get to see the divine tree. It's really called the God tree, but they chose divine tree just to make it cynical. But it's really called a God tree. Trust me. You get to learn the origins of chakra. If you haven't, then you haven't. If you have, then you have. Unless you read the manga, then you know what I'm talking about. But you'll find out the truth. I put the link down in the description. You gotta watch for yourself. You gotta watch for yourself. Do you like it? Do you hate it? Do whatever you don't. What's your opinion? Give me your opinion, right? I put the link down. Trust me, it's best. Hope you enjoyed that one. You start asking a list from Naruto chapter to Shippden, episodes 380, aka episode 600 of Naruto. The day Naruto was born, and this episode suits it well. Hope you enjoyed. That's fine. Comment, subscribe. Signing off.